I must admit, I was in pretty fine form down at the old basketball court just a few minutes ago. Love going down there in these kind of temperatures, this kind of weather. Beautiful, beautiful here in the New England states on a Monday, June 13th, right here at the Voice of College Football in America, or what's left of it. Welcome in, everyone. We appreciate you being here at the Voice of College Football. And when I say in fine form, I mean compared to my pathetic standards on the hard court. But it's a good time down there, little exercise and a little sweat on the brow. All right. Appreciate everybody being here. And again, we are doing a bit of a different deal tonight so that we can have better shows in the future. First and foremost, maybe I should at least let all of you get a little more acquainted with me. Can't assume everybody knows, hey, this is the stop for the best discussion, debate, and analysis of college football. That's at least the aim, the goal, and the mission here at the Voice of College Football. My name's Mark. Great to see you. Again, we are here each and every day with you. And if you see a team back here on a helmet, most likely we've got a team channel to match. So it's just not here on the main channel, but we've got a team channel to match. Notre Dame, USC and Oregon in the Pac-12, West Virginia, Texas, and Oklahoma in the Big 12. The Big 10, we've got Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Wisconsin, Nebraska, and Iowa covered. And our SEC channels, including an SEC channel, Alabama, Auburn, Texas A&M, LSU, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia. In the ACC, we've got Miami, Florida State, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, and oh yeah, King of the ACC, Clemson, and again, Notre Dame. Those are the channels here at the Voice of College Football. We appreciate you being here. Check out the channels. If you love that team, get on over there, check out the channel. And so a bit of a different show, again, so we can provide you with the best content, including analysis from myself on a regular basis, but also analysis from our many, many contributors out there. We had a great discussion this afternoon with Andrew Hattersley of 247 Sports, Gig'em 247 on Texas A&M football. Check out that live stream. All right, what we are doing is there's been a few different shows where I've had suggestions from all of you on who we should bring on the show. So we're going to do a little workshop because you may understand that I don't know everybody in the business. Not hardly do I know everybody in the business. So some of those people, I don't have contact information on them. I can hit them up on Twitter, and that's what we're going to do. That's what we are doing here tonight. So we can provide the best content for all of you. I'm going to go to the list that I have of contributors that or guests that have been suggested in the past. We're going to hit them up on Twitter. So jump on your Twitter, and I am going to send out the notification to that individual to say, hey, would love to have you on the show. They're not going to respond to me necessarily. What they're going to respond to is you. So retweet, reply to them, like the comment, do all those things. Do all three. Retweet it, like it, and comment back to that individuals to say, hey, you should be on Mark's show. You got to check out the Voice of College Football. You got to be there for the Voice of College Football. And we will take it from there. So would love to see what suggestions we have here from all of you. Here's the list I've got, and we're going to start from the top. So we are ready for this. I know we're going to have people jumping in for the next couple hours wondering what the heck we're doing. But this is the way to get it done at the ground roots level. This is the way to get it done, and this is what we're going to do. So I had a list formed here. And while we're in the process of me finding my list, because a few of them, of course, come to mind immediately, I am going to start with one. What do we start with? Kirk Herbstreit. How's that sound? Let's get Herbie on the show. Let's do that. So is everybody on Twitter? This is what we're doing. So if you want to talk college football, you'll either have to wait or pick another night, because this is for us to have the best shows in the future. This isn't necessarily going to be the best show, although sometimes we do surprise. We surprise at times. Sometimes it doesn't appear that it's going to be a great show, and it turns out to be an amazing show. Sometimes that's what happens. So I'm on Twitter. I'm going to see how effective this is. We've got 29 people watching right now. Hopefully we get our typical couple thousand watching the live stream eventually. Now we're up to 32, and I'm going to test this out. So we'll start with, hopefully none of these people get offended that I don't follow them. That may be a possibility. I don't know. I don't follow anyone who doesn't follow me. That rule's been broken a couple times, just a couple times, but I'm not into following people that will not follow me. So yes, and I'm going to get to all the suggestions there in the live chat. We will get to. So here we go. Hey, Herb Street, there he is. So everybody who's on Twitter right now is going to see this sent in just a second. We're going to test this out. And if we don't get too many responses, meaning all of you jumping in, like George, do you have Twitter? Joey Foster, do you have Twitter? Eric, do you have Twitter? Lewis, do you have Twitter? Steven, do you have Twitter? If you have Twitter, then please help out the cause here. And yes, George, actually, my public service announcement today should be about freedom of speech. I am so freaking incredibly annoyed with corporations in this country about freedom of speech. Yes, Lewis. So Lewis, yes, I know that you do. Sorry, Lewis. It was just, I was just going on autopilot there, just ripping off names, seeing the names in the live chat. Of course, I know that you do. Lewis, I don't want to leave anybody out here, but Lewis comes to mind first and foremost when it comes to Twitter support. Lewis is there like all the time, on it. Like it, boom, boom, boom. So Lewis, get us started there. I just sent Kirk Herbstreit a tweet that says, hey, Kirk, would love to have you on the show. Please DM me. I appreciate the consideration. Frank, you got suspended on Twitter. Now, that doesn't surprise. I have no idea what you did. I'm guessing it was harmless. It was probably harmless, and you still got suspended. For anybody who does not have Twitter, for example, the Michigan Rick, Buckeye fan, you know what? You are doing yourself a favor by not being on Twitter. So stay in your safe place. Big Dog Brett, Big Dog, I hope you're doing well, enjoying your summer. Big Dog Brett, you know you're always welcome. I don't have to send the invite, Big Dog Brett. Brett, you're welcome here anytime. So whenever you're ready to start preseason talk with those Georgia Bulldogs, you let me know. That was my Brian Kelly, my imitation of Brian Kelly, trying to sound like he just received the Georgia head football job. Ammonia Wilder, good to see you. Oh, got 10 notifications. Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate that. I don't know that all 10 of those are. Thank you. Thank you, B. Thank you, Lewis, of course. Lewis, you can talk to us directly about who you want on. Klatt, we'll go to Klatt next. Joel Klatt's next. Okay, here we go. Here we go. And I know I'm going to get some comments from somebody at some point that's going to be like, Mark, this is the worst show you've ever done. You just sat there tweeting people the whole time. This is what we do. We're transparent here at the Voice of College Football. It's our channel. It's your channel. It's my channel. This is how we need to get things done sometimes. And I'm not going to be able to thank all of you all the time for all these responses and retweets and all that, but that's amazing that you guys all did this. You know, D-Rock, I see you there. Thank you so much for that. Everybody else, thank you so much. Eric, yes. Joey, of course you're there. Thank you. Okay, moving on to Joel Klatt. How's that sound? And I'm going to get all of yours in here as well. Then we're going to go to our guy Joel Klatt. There he is. And if nothing else, everyone, we're causing a stir. Okay, we're creating traffic. If nothing else, creating traffic. And I'm going to get to your comments as soon as I send this one out. Joel Klatt's got it. So just tweet it out to Klatt. There we go. All right. I know you guys don't like me going back in the chat, but I'm going to do it tonight because I don't want to miss any suggestions from anyone. See, we had the channel update show a couple months ago, and a number of people, I don't know if this is the majority or you guys that don't like me doing this are just loud. And you said, Mark, do not go back in time on the chat. Do not go to the beginning of the chat. Stay up with the chat. And so I've been pretty good about that ever since. Pretty good about that, but not tonight. Okay, Lewis, we did that. You're all set. Joel Klatt, bam, it's there. That would be phenomenal. Love to have Klatt. Frank, thank you so much for the thumbs up. George, 22 watching, 10 likes. We're up to 46 watching. Thank you so much. Urban Meyer. Now, Urban Meyer is no longer the head coach at Ohio State. I don't know if you got the news. No longer the head coach at Ohio State. Now, when he was, so I will run this by everyone. Probably about 7, 8, 9 years ago, I decided I want head coaches on this show. So I would make out a form letter. I would go to the sports information director of every school in the country, not just the major schools, not just the Power 5, all 130. Send out the form letter, change out the names, of course, and got pretty good response when you consider that we had like 150 subs at the time. Pretty good response on that. We had on head coaches from Utah State, Ball State, South Alabama, Cal, Oregon State, Tulsa Air Force, Troy Calhoun, extremely nice guy. He's been on here, I believe, 3 times. Where else? Probably about 10 or 12 different schools. But I just kind of gave up on that. It was just, most of you are not interested to hear from the San Jose State head coach. You're just not. I would think that people would be, but my viewing audience was not. So I did the same thing a couple months ago. We had the Washington State head coach on. All right. So next up on my list that I collected from all of you before is Brock Huard. Brock Huard. I think this guy's phenomenal. Phenomenal. We're causing a stir on YouTube right now. We are causing a stir, if nothing else. So I don't know if everybody's with me on Brock Huard, but he is one of my favorite. I've mentioned this many times that my favorites in the broadcast booth aren't necessarily the A-listers. Like a lot of these somewhat off the radar guys that I just think are phenomenal. Brock Huard. Sure, he's got a check mark. There he is. It's not a big deal to have a check mark, by the way. You don't have to be famous, from what I understand, to have a check mark. You just have to verify who you are. I started in the other day, and it was more than 5 clicks. I was like, that's fine. So we've got Brock there. So if anyone cares about Brock Heward, even if you don't, please retweet, reply, do all those good things that you guys are already doing. It's phenomenal. So we just sent this out to Brock Heward. Bam. We've had Jerry Dinardo on. Phil Steele will be on here in a couple weeks. His assistant said, hang on, let him finish the magazine. He'll be on in a few weeks. So we had Phil Steele on twice last summer. He was kind enough to come on twice last summer. We'll have Phil Steele on in a couple weeks. And it's about time to get out there and get Josh Pate back on. He was on last summer as well. I believe it was the summer, and said that he would come on again as well. Again, Big Dog, thanks for being here. From the Hawkeye of the Store. Big game brew. So, Corey, we've taken care of that. So this Thursday, Corey and I are recording with Big Game Boomer. If you know who that is, he's got a tremendous YouTube or Twitter account. I don't know if he's got anything else besides Twitter. And I had forgotten we had him on last spring. Yes, in which we had on Big Game Boomer. So he builds all the charts with all the lists, and I questioned many of them, but he's a nice guy, good guy. He came on explained the method to the madness, and we'll have him back on. So you don't have to request that, Corey. Florida Buckeye, good to see you. Okay. Odasus 2002. Here we go. Urban Meyer. The reason I started in on the coach's story was because, yes, I had contacted Ohio State's sports information department a number of times about Urban Meyer. Needless to say. But again, it's worth a shot. So this may be a difficult one. I don't see an Urban Meyer check mark. Do we know what his actual Twitter is? Twitter, he might be off there now. Coach Urban Meyer. That makes sense. All right, there it is. Okay. Oh, man. Can you imagine Odasus conversation with me and Urban Meyer? That'd be cool. That would be good times. Would love to have you on the show. I've never said love, I don't believe. I always just say like. Don't want to sound too over the top enthusiastic. So maybe we tone that down a bit. Like to have you on the show. It's not make or break. We'll move on. We don't get you. We'll move on to Saban. Again, if nothing else, folks, thanks to you, we're causing a stir on Twitter. Urban Meyer. If you'd like to see Urban Meyer on the show, even if you don't, and you're helping to build the channel, of course, get out there and retweet, please, and like and reply. Jake Crane. Okay, I can look that up. Jake Crane. So many of these people, if we're not going top shelf in terms of popularity, if you guys just have local guys that you would like to see on, most likely I can just contact them. About 98 or 9% of the people that I contact, beat writers, broadcasters, those guys, they come right on. Joey's reminding me. No, Joey, would never give up on you. You've shown way too much, Joey, for me to ever give up on you. And if things work out, Joey and I may have a really, really big guest on here. Okay. The J-Boy Show. An extensive background in coaching football across 3 different divisions. Okay, Jake Crane. We'll do it. All right, Eric. Jake Crane. Let's find his Twitter. I don't know who this is. Must be this guy. Yes, host of national sports show, Crane Company. Okay, cool. This must be the guy. Okay, let's get him on there. And I can hit him up straight on the DM, so we'll do that. We will do that. Maybe I'll go with a this basically is you guys just watching me do what I'm doing when I'm not live. These kind of things. So basically I'm just working in front of a camera. But I need all of you. Here's George. If any, this should be good. This should be good. I can see it coming already. If any of you guys have a girlfriend, I just saw a video that says there's a shortage on. Okay, I knew it. There it was. That was the public service announcement. I thought it was going to be something about, I don't know. I thought you were going to help the show out with the comment at least. I thought it might get a little sketchy, George, but I thought it would at least contribute to the show. Scott, good to see you. Oh, Falcon Rex. Ready to go. Falcon Rex says Lamar Thomas. He does a YouTube show. Got it. Lamar Thomas. Here we go. And thank you again, everybody, for the retweets, the replies. You guys are going to be the ones to get them on the show. It's not going to be me. They're not going to respond to me. Although I did get a positive feedback from somebody here in the chat about one Pat McAfee in the voice of college football. So I'm going to leave Pat McAfee go for other reasons right now. We have other connections there. So Lamar Thomas, okay. Miami great, Lamar Thomas. Appreciate that, Falconer X. I don't know if that's him. Let's make sure. Oh, Coach Lamar Thomas. Falconer X, most likely, I would have to go through this school, but we'll give it a shot. These guys are grown men. Next one up, Miami fans, especially Lamar Thomas. Get behind this one here. RG3, that's a good one. I'm going back in the chat. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Let me make sure. Tonight, Joey, yes. The tweet of college football. Yes, absolutely. Nice. Well done. Well done. Barry Switzer. Wouldn't that be a howl? That would be phenomenal. Barry Switzer. That would be tremendous. Who might be Coach Barry Switzer? We'll see. Probably. If he's on Twitter. Otherwise, we will try another method. Yeah, I don't see Barry Switzer. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want that. Oh, there he is. Barry _ Switzer. Guys are coming up with some good ones. Little Barry Switzer. Nice. Okay. For anyone who wants to see Barry Switzer, it's tweeted. Get out there and back it up. Thank you. Frank worked with Kirk Herbstreit's mother back in 1978. 14 years later, Kirk Herbstreit was quarterbacking a tie against Michigan. Oh, that's the block M. Got it. I apologize, Rick. I apologize. I know that I just gave you the biggest insult imaginable because I thought we had an X and then ish again. My apologies. Big dog, good to hear from you. Ammonia Wilder, good for you not having Twitter. Good for you. It's an annoyance, but it's a necessary annoyance. Okay, who else? Who else? Where are we? Barry Switzer, love it. David Pollock. Brett, if you're still with us, I'm a big David Pollock fan. I think he's phenomenal. David Pollock, great. Got to think the ESPN guys are going to be a little bit difficult to get because of the mothership. They're not real cooperative. We'll see. I even changed the like to love with David Pollock. Would love to have you on the show because I would love to have David Pollock on here. He's fun. He is a fun guy. For anyone who wants to see David Pollock, and even if you don't, please like, reply, retweet. Ammonia says, anyways, since you're asking, Mark, I'd like to see you fix NIL and the transfer portal. Yes, I would like to see somebody do that too. Okay, I'm guessing that this Andy Staples guy is somebody to go after possibly. Does anybody care about Andy Staples? I do not know who that is. I'm going to educate myself, maybe. Frank, it's a sad, sad thing, I tell you. Kenneth, good to see you tonight. Austin Ward. I'm sorry. Austin Ward. I'm not aware of him, but we will contact him. Austin Ward. Again, thanks for the notifications. And for anybody that missed the start of the show, in addition to me surveying all of you as I have in the past, we are now taking action. This is the night of action. And so I need your help. Many of these people will not respond to me alone. They will respond to the mass audience. They will respond to your retweets, your replies, your likes. All right. Whoever suggested Jake Crane, thank you so much for that suggestion because Jake Crane has gotten back to me. Would love to be on the show. Bam. Okay. Okay. Eric, great suggestion. We got Jake. Looks like for Friday. Boom. Got our first success. All right. Very good. Got something accomplished. Austin Ward. Let's go after him. Let me find him. Daniel wants Austin Ward to talk Buckeyes. There he is. Ohio State football reporter, formerly of ESPN, Knoxville News Sentinel, Casper Star Tribune, Land of 10, and Letterman Row. It's been around. Okay. A Ward Sports. Anybody for A Ward Sports? Austin Ward? I just tweeted that one out. Frank's got a prediction of Ohio State and Alabama in the 22 national championship game. David, Paul Feinbaum. Okay. Again, everybody who wants to see Paul Feinbaum on The Voice of College Football, let's get after it. Okay, we're going to have to see his verified account. There it is. All right, everyone. David and others who want to see Paul Feinbaum on the show, I just tweeted to him, so please reply with whatever clever line you can say that's going to reel him in. Retweet, like it. I'm with you, Stephen. Brock Heward, big fan. All right, Joey. Mark, I am friends with Coach Zach Smith. Talk to him often if you would want him on. And of course, you know about the others. All right, Joey. I've had Zach Smith on probably 20 times. So I know Zach. He comes on all the time. Who's next on our list? Oh, this is a good one. Love this one. Love this one. This guy's phenomenal. Greg McElroy. Really good analyst. That's got to be him there. Let's throw on a let's make this not quite so formal. But would like to have you on the show to talk some ball. All right, folks. Greg McElroy. If you'd like to see Greg McElroy, get on your Twitter, tweet, retweet, reply, like it, do all those things. Let's get him on here. That would be phenomenal too. All right. Appreciate you guys. You guys are phenomenal. We're going strong. We got 61 online. So for those of you who just are joining us now, this is what we're doing. It's a little workshop. It's not going to be the most entertaining thing in the world. You guys entertain yourselves in the live chat. What we are doing are we are making the next shows for the next few weeks and months better by bringing on exceptional guests. So I have collected a list of the guests that you would like to see, and then you can leave more guest suggestions in the live chat, and we are contacting them on Twitter, and you guys are making the difference with the retweets, the likes, the replies, because they're not going to respond to me most likely, although our guy Jake Crane did. They are going to respond to the masses. All right, D-Rock Irish with a little bit of advice right there, a little tip. Folks, when retweeting hashtags to get info out to a larger audience, it works. Example, Notre Dame. Ammonia. Obviously, Mark, bring on an SEC head coach every week. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, this is easy. We can shut this down. We're good. We're done. I'm going with Kirby first. They won the national championship. I want Clark Leon next. You know what? I want Clark Leon first. Then we'll go. I got to warm up to Leach and Kiffin. They could be a little tricky. I'm going to warm up to those guys. Saban as well, possibly. Who's probably the nicest coach in the SEC? Probably, who appears to be the nicest guy? Maybe Sam Pittman. Not Brian Kelly. Not necessarily Mike Leach. Not necessarily Mark Stoops. Mark Stoops. Oh, Eli Drinkwitz would be phenomenal. He would be the most fun interview. All right. C. Jenkins going for the throttle down. Leinart, Bush, Smith. Get them all. Here we go. Uh-oh. Are we slacking on here? We want Greg McElroy on, folks. If I could have anyone, he would be high on the list. He would be up there. But let's go Reggie Bush. Here we go. And then for anyone who's watching the replay that is not here live, go to the comments section, leave your request. We'll get right on it. Oh, so maybe. So D-Rock Irish, thank you so much for the suggestion. That is not just for everybody else. That's obviously for me too. So on this Reggie Bush one, I will put, we'll get a little USC hashtag going. Okay. Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush. Heisman Trophy winner. Depending on your take on that, in my books, still a Heisman Trophy winner. Now, Leinart. There he is. Matt Leinart. Robert Smith. What happened to Robert Smith? He used to be on ESPN. I like Robert Smith. What happened to Robert Smith? I don't know what he's on now. Let's look him up. Oh, he's on Fox. Okay. On Fox now. Let's get to Robert Smith. Is that him? Robert Smith is a little tricky. Robert 26 Smith. Okay. All right, Joey, we're using your little hashtag trick here. Ohio State Buckeyes. I think our interest and our enthusiasm's waning a little bit. Time for me to pick everybody up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Another round, another round, another round. Let's go. Here we go. Retweets, replies, likes. Let's get these guys on. That would be phenomenal. You guys are going to make it happen. I won't. Next up, Falconer X. We got your Lamar Thomas request. Biggs Mikes could talk hours and hours to, is that Michael Myers? Yes, it must be. About how horrible of a person he is. Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz. Here we go. Lou Holtz. It seems as though some people on Twitter are also they're finding what we're doing here. Is Lou Holtz on Twitter? What's the guess there? It's probably Coach Lou Holtz. I'm guessing no. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. All right. Not giving the coach enough credit. Lou Holtz 88. Of course, that's the national championship season. D-Rock Irish, do you approve here? Do you approve? We could go, man, with Lou Holtz. You can do the Notre Dame hashtag. You can do a little maybe Gamecocks. We can do some Golden Gophers. Maybe Gophers. We could do NC State. What's their deal? Do they have a hashtag? I don't see one popping up. Wolfpack? No. Here we go. Lou Holtz. Let's get it. If nothing else, everyone, it's like knocking on doors, making phone calls. It doesn't necessarily work the first time around, but you send a message, make an impression. Okay. We got one. Falconer X, thank you so much for the super sticker. And then the suggestion for one, Mark Richt. I like that. Few people I respect more than Mark Richt. As a coach, as a man. Is a tremendous football coach. Had a tremendous run, of course, at Georgia, and is a first-rate individual. Coach Mark Richt? No? Let's see. No? Just Mark Richt. Says, I'm not coaching anymore. Makes sense, coach. All right. We'll do a little, what? Miami, the U, Canes, UGA. How's that? Joey, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you. Lewis is all over this. Thank you. Boomer. We also have Mike Laval. Great to see you. I don't think he's in the chat, but supporting. Thank you so much for that. Alex Kirschner, thank you for that. Appreciate that. D-Rock, of course. Oh, look at that. Sue Zabo. All right. Chiming in with her support of the Urban Meyer interview request. That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal. Great job, Sue, and everybody else that's helping. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Lewis is all over it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, here's Off the Beaten Path one from C. Jenkins. Appreciate this one. This radio announcers. Love these guys. They know the teams, of course. So we're going to get Craig Way. We need some first-rate Texas. Oh man, I could go through a list of teams that I would like to get some just more contributions from, some fresh blood. And this would be Craig Way. Craig Way. Okay, let's see. Is that him? Yes. Craig Way 1. These are the ones I really like because the other ones are obvious. But to see this one here, Craig Way would like to have you on the show to talk some ball. Please DM me to talk. We'll say Texas football. Hook 'em. That's a good one right there, folks. Love that one. Mr. Craig Way. Got it. Mike Leach. I'm going to go directly to these coaches. Man, bad angle in the sun right now. Apologize for that. Apologize to my eyes as well. But yeah, these coaches are tough, the current coaches, because you typically have to go through. Joey, thank you again, of course. You're phenomenal. Typically have to go through the school. But Mike Leach. Is that him? With no, not Coach Mike Leach? Yes, Coach Leach. All right, hashtag. D-Rock Irish would like a hashtag here, a little Hail State maybe. That should do it. Bam. Woo! Wait till we redesign the set. Although my tech people, they talk to me all the time. And when I say tech people, do I know a guy that knows a guy? Yeah. Basically just friends that worked at ESPN. One in particular, shout out, Marty. You're the best. I wouldn't be sitting here without Marty McPadden, the great Marty McPadden of Miami, Florida now. But this would drive him. This drives me crazy. This is, yeah, I've got a wide open with a balcony and with the sliding doors and another window here. A lot of light pouring in. Not the best for the look of the show for next 10, 15 minutes. That's all right. He says, you got to go down to the basement. You block out all the natural light. And I tell him, Marty, I can't do that. I cannot work like that. I have to work with fresh air and sunlight. Amber Heard. Amber Heard, where were we? Somebody suggests C. Jenkins. There we are. Amber Heard, who, the only reason I know who Amber Heard is because she's playing Priscilla Presley in the new Elvis movie. Otherwise, I had no idea who she was. But now I become. Okay, Cole, we took care of Kirk Herbstreit right out of the gate. He was the first one. All right. I am 30 minutes behind in this chat. We'll get there. Eric Dickerson. There he is. Talk to him about the Pony Express. SMU. Put the Colts on there. About the Rams. How's that? Okay, next up, who do we got? D-Rock Irish. Mark, your college team podcasters during the week from various schools could retweet and invite. You probably already did this. I did not. I hate asking folks directly. So I'm asking all of you, of course. I'm not asking you directly by name, each one of you. I'm just, wanting your support as the viewers who will be benefiting from the guests coming on. All right, Joey says, Mark, you never told me you wanted coaches. They are a lot easier to get than some of these you gave me due to contracts. Heck, man, let's do it. Yeah, coaches. Get me coaches. So, Joey, basically, I will take any head coach in the FBS. We had Jake Dickert on from Washington State. Any head coach in the FBS, any coordinator. I will take offensive, defensive coordinator. I'll take position coaches. Charlie Strong, Miami. That would be phenomenal. Position coaches as well. Coaches. Joey, go to it, man. This guy is a whirlwind. Joey, I've told a few friends about you just to say, sometimes you meet an individual who they just have a flair and a talent, a skill for just talking to people and just making contacts and bringing in people. Boom, 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 boom. They can just go out there and just grab people and they just know people. That's Joey. That is Joey. Brian Bosworth. All right. I don't know if our guest list is getting worse or we're losing steam here. We got more people here. Now we got 76 on the line. And for anybody who has no idea what we're doing right now, it's a little workshop tonight. So we want the best guests on here at the Voice of College Football. So it starts with, of course, our discussion, my analysis, but we like to bring in other voices. Voice of College Football. Who's the voice of college football? Well, you could say I am. If you don't buy that, we all are. Whichever way you want to go, it's fine with me. So we are bringing on guests, and the way to do that is not necessarily for me to go out there, depending on the access to that particular guest. So the folks that you see on here on a regular basis, I did not know any of them till I just reached out on Twitter. And most people are, if they're accessible, if you're able to get in contact with them, 98% of the time, they've been very nice about coming on the show. I've had a few people ask me, Mark, how do you get those people on the show? I ask them. And sometimes other people don't have that kind of success. But that's the way it's been. But certain people, Kirk Herbstreit probably has 1 million followers. That's my guess. Let's see. He has 1.6 million followers. And he's got a new podcast with Gene Wojciechowski, Out of the Pocket. Okay. Or maybe not a new one. I don't know. Next up, yes, Brian Bosworth, LBC Trojan. We're getting on it right now. The Boz. Okay, looks like we're going to have to go find him. Brian. It's got Boz 44. There it is. Give him some Sooners love. How about some Seahawks? There it is. All right, next up, Jim Ross. C. Jenkins says, let's get Jim Ross on. Jim Ross, American commentator, professional wrestling commentator. Okay, and I will be talking to him about. He's probably just one of these dudes that entertains. Doesn't matter. Okay, I think we might be. Can you get Camille Vasquez? That would be the interview to end all interviews. She's a USC alum. I have no idea who that is. We'll find out. Camille Vasquez, American attorney. Oh, she's the one that was in the Johnny Depp. Okay, I figured at some point we were going to cross the line and start going in uncharted territory. There we go. Falconer X is on now with Shane Gillis, the American stand-up comedian. Play Division I football. Does a great Trump impression. You know what? That one I'm going to go after. Shane Gillis. Let's see if I recognize. Oh, yeah. I recognize this guy. He played D1. Where did he play? Shane Gillis. It's an offensive tackle. Trinity High School, Elon University. You know what? That looks like a lot of fun. Shane Gillis. You guys want to get behind Shane Gillis? Let's do it. All right. I need to pump some life into you guys. How am I going to do that? We're dying down here, folks. We got 71 on the line. Shane. Can't find his Twitter. Guess that's him. Shane Gillis. Don't know. Can't find him. Okay. Falconer X, put that one in your back pocket. Oh, stone cold. Steven says, bring on Will Compton and Taylor Lewan. There we go. Oh, no. Sorry. Okay. Taylor Lewan, Michigan fans, let's get behind this one. Let's go. Here we go. Taylor Lewan. And who was the other one? Yeah. Will Compton. We're down to like Dallas Fanatic, Dallas fan in DC. That's what it is. I always thought it was Dallas Fanatic. We're down to Dallas fan in DC, Lewis, and D-Rock Irish doing all the work here. What's going on here? Joey, of course, Joey. All right, here we go. We're going after Will Compton. Am I losing you guys? Heck no. This is what we're doing, folks. We are contacting potential guests here at the Voice of College Football to make this show even greater. Can you believe that? Is it possible to make it even greater? So we are asking you to back us up on Twitter. So what the deal is we have responded. So go to my Twitter. Anybody who's just joined us in the last few minutes, go to my Twitter, MarkRogersTV. Go to my Twitter and see everybody I've tweeted. Joel Klatt, Brock Heward, Lou Holtz, Mark Richt, et cetera, Joel Klatt, all these guys. And retweet, like, reply, do all that. Will Compton. Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I could not remember where he played. Okay, yeah. This is good stuff, folks. If nothing else, this sets us up for further success in the future. We're rattling some cages. We're creating all sorts of traffic on YouTube. Okay, Michael says Desmond Howard talks to me sometimes about workout stuff, and his kids are extremely smart and need to go to Notre Dame, not Michigan. He laughs. Michael, that's great that you're talking to Desmond Howard, the 1991 Heisman Trophy winner. But after you say he laughs, period, I'm going to talk to him about being on the Voice of College Football. Michael. Daniel collects. Thank you so much. You've retweeted 9 of these. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. That's very nice of you. Then we've got, let's Desmond Howard. Let's do it. There he is. Let's talk some ball. You should like the Go Blue hashtag on there. Nice touch. Thank you, D-Rock Irish. There we go. Desmond Howard, everyone. Get on Twitter. I just tweeted Desmond Howard. Let's get him on the show. See, we've got 89 online right now. It would be phenomenal if I sent the next one and we got 89 retweets. Because then we're going to get more than that. Rocket Ismail would be a good interview. Guy still has boundless energy. Okay? Joe, thank you so much for the suggestion. Now, please get on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, please, Twitter, get on there. If you're not on Twitter, don't have an account, God bless you. Your peace of mind is probably much higher than mine. Rocket. See if he's there. Let's see. We could go after his brother. I am Rocket Ismail. That's it. It's I am Rocket Ismail. That's pretty good. Kind of cool thing to be able to say the rest of your life. I'm the Rocket. You got the Rocket Man, but he's just the Rocket. That would be, that's good stuff. So, D-Rock Irish, you're gonna love this one. Going to the Rocket here. And other Notre Dame fans. Michael, here we go. Bam. Okay, next up. Steven would be a huge show bussin' with the voice of college football. Jim Tressel. There was a time in my life when if you would have asked me who I would most like to interview or just have lunch with, have a beverage with, it would have been Jim Tressel. Out of living people with us, those still with us, Jim Tressel would be high on my list. Joey is putting like a special spin on each one. It's great to see. Here we go with, who are we talking about? Oh, Jim Tressel. Is it Coach? Tressel. Coach Harbaugh. Coach Jimmy Dykes. Coach Jim Mora. Nope. Jim Tress. Let's see here. Tressel. It's Jim Tressel 5. No longer coach. Oh. Tressel, coach. Jim Tressel 5. 5 national championships, I think. 1 with the Buckeyes, 4 with Youngstown State. That's what I'm guessing right there. Ohio State, Buckeyes, Youngstown State, a little YSU. See if that comes up. That would be a good one. That would be a good one. Thank you, Daniel. I like that suggestion. Now, please, everybody get on Twitter, please. Oh, Joey Foster would love to see the Rocket on. All right. Jason, great to see you here. Sup, Mark? How about Jerry Dinardo to talk about the Big Ten? Jerry Dinardo is actually in the phone. So we've had him on in the past. Let's see if we can get to Jerry Dinardo. Yes, there he is in the phone. When was the last time I had Jerry Dinardo? That would have been in 2018. June of 2018 was the last time I texted him. Hope all is well. Would like to have you back on the show. Let me know what days and times work best for you. Thanks. And then if I think it's been a long time and they may not remember, put the old link in there, MarkRogersTV.com. Bam. Does that? Okay. Okay. Very good. Cool. Jerry Dinardo. Good one, Jason. I've had him on about 3 times. Cole, I bet Jim Donnan would come on. Plus, he is funny as hell. Hell, funny. Huh, I got you. He does Georgia Sports Podcast and game watch alongs. He is also followed in the facility whenever, so he knows stuff. Well, we like people that are funny and they know stuff. That's the perfect combination. Funny, knows stuff. Love it. Coach Jim Donnan. Where was he before Georgia? It was Marshall, correct? Donnan? Maybe it's just Jim Donnan. Is that him? Athens, Georgia. He is never. Wait a minute. No, he retweeted about a year ago. That was last time he was on Twitter. This could be difficult for us to track him down. This is his official account, but he only has 207 followers. I just don't think he's on Twitter much. Hey, we'll try it. What's the name of his show? Georgia Sports Podcast. Let's see if we can put that on there. That might help us. Enthralling show tonight, I know. Just enthralling. Jim, Georgia, UGA Sports Podcast. Not coming up with that. Anywho. Whoop. All right. Next up, folks, where are we going? David Ruffin. I was going to say I have no idea who that is. American singer David Ruffin. Alrighty. He was one of the lead singers of the Temptations from 64 to 68. Well, I do like the Temptations. I apologize for not knowing their lead singer, but there we go. Herb Street's a wuss. Pollock, you like Pollock? Jimmy Johnson. Ronan, oh ye of little faith. He says no to loads of interviews. Not to the voice of college football, huh? Yes, he loves fishing. Brock Heward, we already contacted Mr. Heward. So Mr. Sports King 5, get on Twitter. Everybody get on Twitter, please. Please. I'm asking nicely, not commanding. Get on Twitter. Back us up here. If you go to my Twitter handle, MarkRogersTV, you will see that we've tweeted about 30 college football analysts, personalities. Please retweet, like, reply to say, hey, Desmond, would love to see you on Mark's show. Whatever you want to say. Next up is Jimmy Johnson. Let's see if he even has a Twitter. I think he would, even if he doesn't care to be on there. There he is. Of course, it's just Jimmy Johnson. He'd be phenomenal. Let's put Miami hashtag the U, Cowboys, Dolphins. Again, even for the ones even for the ones, listen to this. You guys know how social media works. Even for the ones we don't get, it causes a stir. It causes other ones to ping, 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 all over the place. So even if we don't get some of these, they could cause us to get other people. Brock Heward again. We went after him. Bosworth, we went after him. Steve Spurrier, the old ball coach. Perfect. It's right in my template tweet. Let's talk some ball with the old ball coach. Steve Spurrier. There it is. He still puts UF at the end of his Twitter handle. Steve Spurrier, UF. Well, we'll put UF in there. Florida Gators. Good stuff. Steve Spurrier. All right. Let's get behind that one. That one's out. All right. All right. Talk is Pit. Since you were asking, how about to bring me on for a backyard brawl preview? You know what? Talk is Pit. Gmail, MarkRogersTV at Gmail. Let's go. Let's get you on here. Let's talk some Pit football. Let's do it. Did I contact Andy Staples? I don't think so. Well, we could. I think did I hit him up already? Andy Staples, getting to neutral. Regional personality in the Piggly Wiggly footprint? The Athletic. Andy Staples. You guys are way ahead of me on this stuff. Joey, you're too much. All right, here we go. Where are we going? Andy Staples. That's not him. That's him. Andy _ What a scintillating show this is tonight on the Voice of College Football. Captivating, folks. Captivating. Talk is Pit. I told you what to do. Frank Solich. Frank Solich, I don't believe is, I hate to say this, so I'm not going to say another word. I don't think he's doing rather well, Frank Solich. I don't believe, but we hope that he is. But I know that I believe that he stepped down due to some health issues. Yes, the focus on his health, but certainly he's tremendous coach. Yes, Frank Solich. Let's see what we get here. About Frank Solich. Can't find him. Frank Solich. That's got to be him there. Coach Solich. There he is. Frank Solich. Who wants to get behind the Frank Solich request? Let's do it. Okay. I can't wait for this Pitt West Virginia game. We got Joey. We've got our guy, Chris, Golden Blue Dude, Travis Kenobi. We've got our West Virginia contingent, Coos Walker. Then, of course, we've got Talk is Pitt. Do we have any other Pitt fans out there? Any other Pitt Panthers out there besides Bill Moss, Rick Tricano, Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Louis Riddick, Mike Ditka, Dion Lewis, Curtis Martin, Brennan Carroll. Okay. Look up Brennan Carroll. Brennan Carroll, who currently, what's he doing right now? He is currently with, took over as offensive coordinator and offensive line coach with Arizona. On Pete Carroll's staff. Okay. Brennan Carroll. All right. Sure. Let's do it, Andrew. We are kind of getting into the weeds now, which that's good. That's good. It's all right. Brennan Carroll. Brennan P. Carroll. There it is. Carroll. There we go. Let's get him on. You know what I think we need? We need like a stretch. We need to take just kind of a long stretch here. Let's do that. Woo! All right, everybody take a stretch with me. Whew. Little intermission. Stretch out the neck. There we go. Okay, ready for another round. Woo! Tim Prister? Who am I missing there? This might be the first name I did not know. Tim Prister. Tim Prister. He's not on Wikipedia. Author, Tim Prister, who obviously writes sports books, Irish Illustrated, Tim Prister. Okay. All right. Good for you, Andrew. Let's do it. No, that was Joe. Joe wanted Tim Prister. Let's get him on here. I think I can handle this one possibly on my own. Most of these guys will just jump on here. Joey again. Gallery St. Clair, thank you. And everybody else, Lewis included, of course. We're pretty much on these last 10 or so. We're down to Joey, Dallas fan in DC, and Lewis. Where's everyone? Please get on Twitter. If you want these people to be on, please reply, retweet, like it. Let's get after these folks. Let's cause a stir. Can't find Tim Prister. We will move on. Heinz Ward. Okay. Heinz Ward, Super Bowl MVP, of course. Must have a Georgia / Steelers fan. I got to say, Joey, I'm excited to see who you've got, who you're working on, and who you could be working on in the coaches' ranks. I love it. All right, folks. Heinz Ward is out there. Heinz Ward. Let's back that one up. Pat McAfee. So we're working on Pat McAfee. Johnny Nansen. Where are you guys going for some of these? Johnny Nansen. I don't know. Johnny Nansen. Why do I not know Johnny Nansen? Huh. Johnny Nansen played at Washington State as a linebacker in the early 90s. Johnny Nansen. No NFL playing time. Okay. You want Johnny Nansen on? You got Johnny Nansen. Defensive coordinator at Arizona. Okay. There we go. We're hustling, folks. We're hustling. Here we go. All right. Prime time. Saban and Jimbo on the same show. Joey, if you can help me pull that one off. Clay Travis. Ha 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 ha. Falconer X doesn't want Feinbaum? Come on. Okay, here we go. Clay Travis. Shoot, if Fox News can get him, I can get him. Let's get behind this one. What do you think, folks? Little Clay Travis action. Why not? That should be an interesting one, if nothing else. Come on, just send out Clay Travis. Like to get behind that one. D-Rock Irish, thank you so much for your support. Appreciate it, Andrew. So again, if what we are doing here is we are going after any heavy hitter or anyone you would like to see on the Voice of College Football, anyone you would like to see here. Kevin Sumlin, Andrew, going after Kevin Sumlin, former Arizona, Texas A&M, and Houston head coach. And he's probably in the USFL, I would guess, right now. Sumlin. Kevin Sumlin. Coach Sumlin. There he is. All right, next. Where are we going? Well, I got to say, Andrew, that would, I'm going to choose my words carefully, but man, people are against Feinbaum. Bobby Boucher. I thought we were going some direction. I didn't recognize that till we did the Google search. Gus Johnson. You guys love Gus. Okay. Let's do it with Gus here. Here we go with Gus. Have you seen Gus Johnson's? Is this truly Gus Johnson? Gus Johnson, there's nothing on Gus Johnson's Twitter profile that would indicate it's Gus Johnson. Gus Danger Johnson. That can't be. No. It's just not. It's just not. Gus Johnson. I'm not buying it. Okay, who's next? There's Gus Johnson. You know, he's not confirmed, verified. I don't know if that's Gus Johnson, the Gus Johnson. So we're not going to risk that one. Sylvester Stallone. Miami alum? Sylvester Stallone? Yeah. Pat Narduzzi would be phenomenal. Not going to contact him directly. I'm going to go through the SID. Burt Reynolds, unfortunately, not any longer with us. Kane's 1989. Let's get behind this here. I'm going to be sending out some more tweets to try to get some top of the line guess. The Rock. Sure. Get him. Dwayne Johnson. There he is. Just simply on so simply The Rock on Twitter. There he is. See if he wants to come on and talk about his old stomping grounds there with the U and Coral Gables. Bam. You guys want to see The Rock on here? The tweet's out there. Chris Marler. Must be from Saturday Down South. Again, this is somebody that I would believe that I should be able to get on here myself. Chris Marler, Ohio State alum. Vern Funquist, Chris Marler. Wonder which one he is. Don't believe it's that one. Chris Marler. Let's try this one. There he is. Sat Down South. I think I might be able to pull him in anyway. All right. Nebraska makes a bowl game. So, in some of our recent content, we've got a series that we're running. Is this the year? Blank. Is this the year Michigan finally wins at Ohio State for the first time since 2000? Is this the year Iowa finally delivers a top 50 offense for the first time since roughly 2006? Is this the year Texas A&M finally wins a conference championship? 1998 was the last one. Is this the year Nebraska wins a conference championship? That's been since 1999. Or maybe we shoot a little lower with the Huskers. Does Nebraska make a bowl game for the first time since 2016? Is this the year? Teddy Bruschi and Gronk. Bruschi, Teddy Bruschi. Okay. I believe it's 1D. There he is. We'll do a little Patriots, and let's do Pats. About a little bear down for one Teddy Bruschi. Ha 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 ha. Joey Foster getting after some folks. New tweet. Get your arse on the Mark Rogers Show, you loser. New strategy. Love it. Bud Elliott. Bud Elliott, I believe, is a buddy of our guy Cam Underwood, I believe. And I'm going to be answering D. Brown's question here in just a second. Bud Elliott. Bud Elliott. There he is. He would be a tremendous guest. Okay. Jeff Foxworthy came on Dog Nation once and was very entertaining. Jeff Foxworthy. Okay. The longer we do this, the more interesting these requests are going to become. We'll see where we are in hour 5. Jeff Fox were is that him? Probably not. He's probably certified. Jeff Foxworthy. Jeff Fox Outdoors. Devin asking, Mark, your favorite SEC shorts video. You know what? I haven't seen enough of those because they're hilarious. They never disappoint. Oh man, I've probably only seen 5 or 6 of them out of their probably hundreds, I guess. So I've only seen about 5 or 6, but that is the kind of stuff that if I had the staff that I would want to put together, that I am not prepared or equipped to do that kind of stuff, to be that creative and clever and funny, but other people would, and I would be able to deliver and toss in my 2 cents to kind of, that would be phenomenal to do stuff like that. But yeah, they are amazing. Vince Young, legend. College football legend, Vince Young. All right, folks. Vince Young is out there. Go get it. Retweet. Andrew would love to see the guy that got fired on the tarmac at LAX. Oh yeah, let's go after Lane, the Lane train. I'm gonna guess it's Coach Kiffin. No, Coach Lane. No, Coach. Or it's just Lane Kiffin. Huh. Come on. Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, but it's got an underscore. There he is. Ole Miss. Okay, folks. Let's see. We're rolling with these, but I'm rolling with these, but it appears as though we've settled in here, and basically I'm still working at it, and we've got D-Rock and Joey and Lewis and maybe a couple others. Maybe. Okay, we might stop there because we are not getting the support anymore. With 71 on here, with 71, why can't I see 71 retweets? Or at least 50? At least 50. Okay. All right. With everybody else, hold your comments. Hold your comments. I believe we're going to stop right there. Yeah, I believe we're going to stop right there. Let me go down to the bottom of the, because we got Falcon Rex chiming in again. What do you got? What do you got, man? Rapper and coach Luther Campbell. Luther Campbell. Gotcha, Falcon Rex. Falcon Rex, are you on Twitter? You got to back me up on this, Falcon Rex. You can't just suggest him. And I appreciate the super chat, but you can't just suggest them. Luther Cam. So you guys are going to make me like listen to hip hop before to like prepare for the interview? Is that going to be a necessity? All right. Anybody else? Big Red, we've hit up Urban Meyer already. Chris Spielman. Chris Spielman is phenomenal. Big fan of Chris Spielman. Let's get after Chris Spielman. I don't think he's on Twitter. I don't think so. Joel Klatt, we got that, Royce. Some of the radio homers would be great as guests. Yes, they would. Mike Mayok, great one, Ronan. He's not doing anything these days. Might not be a college guy, but I love listening to him talk football. Yes, Mike Mayok's one of my favorites. Great. Mike Mayok. Played at Boston College, correct? Let's get him on. Mike Mayok. That's a phenomenal one. Okay. Also, I have been letting you guys know for several weeks that while I greatly appreciate that I come on here impromptu all the time, that we would do our best to set a summer schedule. I believe it is summer, or will be on June 21st officially. So we are going to set a preseason summer schedule. I'm going to send out a poll on the community page to see what times, days and times that you are requesting. And we'll see if we can set that up, maybe 3 or 4 shows per week at specific times, at set times. Mark May. Yeah, I hear you. Mark May. Mark_May. There he is. We'll talk some ball. Go with a little pit hashtag. How about Redskins? Well, that's no longer allowed to be. They should have stayed the Washington football team. That's all there is to it. Okay, Coconut Cane, Howard Stern, Jimmy Fallon, Joe Long. Mayok is a bigger buffoon? Jimmy Johnson, we've gone after him. Ed Reed, I could ask him about some of the stupid things he said recently. Joe says, I'm replying. You're ignoring my suggestions. No, Joe, I'm talking about replying on Twitter. That's where you need to be. On Twitter, supporting our cause here. Joey has probably followed up on everyone, and every time he writes a different reply. That's how invested Joey is here. In the library, yes, I do. Don't like the glasses. Don't like any glasses, but that's what it is. Ty Willingham. Okay. Ty Willingham. No, Tyrone. I don't know. Can't find him. Yes, we have gone after Steve Spurrier, Cody Frazier. Who are you guys talking about ignoring you, Joe? Not ignoring you. Andrew, not ignoring you. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. Thank you, Ronan. Ronan explained. Thank you. So I'm at 6:45 at 7:50. Wow. You guys are cranking out these. I'm trying to make sure I follow up on all of your suggestions. Aaron Murray. Okay, Aaron Murray, 11. Go Dogs. All right, little Aaron Murray for you. Josh Pate, we already contact him, and Josh has been on. So Josh Pate, Phil Steele, Jerry Dinardo, those three have been suggested, and I can contact them directly. We've had them on. Michael is letting us know whispers out of Tallahassee indicate that the Seminoles have agreed to terms with Tennessee head coach Tony Vitello. All right. That looks like it's a baseball bit of news there. Dan Mullen. That'd be fun. Why not? Dan Mullen. What do you think it is? Coach Mullen? Coach Mullen? No, Coach Dan Mullen. There he is. To talk some ball. Let's get Dan Mullen on. Let's ask him what happened in 2021. What happened, Dan? What happened? LBC Trojan. Yes, Mark Richt was diagnosed with Parkinson's last year. However, he's on the ACC network on a regular basis, so he is still broadcasting. Lee Corso, I don't know that we should go there for obvious reasons. Phil Steele is already on the show. John Koopa. Wait a minute. Was that? No, that is not that John Cooper. All right, I cannot find John Cooper. Well, Rich Eisen. Sure. Rich Eisen and I traded some emails at one point, but that was concerning stuff at ESPN. Rich Eisen. Tebow. Oh, man. All right. I think we did Bud Elliott. Tebow, huh? All right. Bam. All right. Tebow. Phil Knight. Bill Walton. Phenomenal. I don't want a time eater. Bill Walton's just funny. He's not funny. He's not trying to be funny. He's just funny. All right. Tim would like to see on Ryan Abraham. We've had him on many times. So Ryan's somebody I can contact directly and have on. Had him on many times. Ryan's a good guy. Ryan's busy, but we can talk to him. So this is for people that are kind of out of my reach. Ryan Abraham, I have him on. Oh, man. All right. So I think what we're going to have to do here is we're going to put us on hold here, and we will go after Gary Danielson. Who else have I seen here? Get the Bear. All right. So I'm going to go through this. We're going to have another round of this. We've been on for 2 hours doing this. And for whatever reason, the combination of whatever else has gone on today and sitting here tweeting has my neck bothering me, we'll say. All right. I like some more. We got Susie Colbert, Holly Rowe. Yeah, Joey has been a machine. Lewis, phenomenal. Yes, Peyton Manning, Gary Patterson. Like a lot of these, yeah, most of them are repeats that we've already gone after. Deshaun Watson. All right. Luke Fickle, Butch Jones, Mike Stoops, Sliced Bread, Sliced bread, if I even knew who that was, if I could even pick him out of a lineup. Okay, and on and on and on and on and on. Appreciate everybody being here. Dinardo Robinson, shoelaces. Yeah, we could try that. I will go through. I'm going to go through. Although the whole deal here was for you guys to jump on Twitter, push it, and for us to get on these people and get them on here. So I will collect these up and we will take another shot at this sometime soon. In the meantime, it's time for me to get to work on Nebraska's national championships, Miami's national championships. So check out the Ohio State and Alabama. And did we do somebody else? We had a request for Notre Dame and some other ones, legit national championships. And also, is this the year? Fill in the blank. Is this the year? That's our series we are currently running. And we'll churn out some more player ratings. We've got our top 10 list of quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. So check those out. And of course, we got a big Tuesday lined up here at the Voice of College Football. USC live at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. Iowa, 5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central. And then, of course, our Nebraska show's coming up Tuesday night as well, 7 Eastern time, right here at the Voice of College Football. If you would like to write for us, just go to our site, voiceofcollegefootball.com, voiceofcollegefootball.com. You would like to write for us. It says it right there at the top of the screen. Go to voiceofcollegefootball.com. Write for us. It's clever. Write for us. And you'll be in contact with me. Also, shop Amazon using the link in the description section. This helps us grow the channel. And keep this in mind. If you buy something at Amazon, you don't have to pay $100 for something and spend that kind of money. It's just an example. Spend $100 at Amazon. You send 3 or 4 to the Voice of College Football. That's better than sending 100 to a company that has $1.6 trillion. I only have $1.3 trillion. Okay. Colt McCoy, loved it. Hank Aaron. I would break all football rules for Hank Aaron. Todd Blackledge, Jason Garrett. All good stuff. All good stuff. Tons of great people. AJ Hawk. Steve Dace. Now, you're kidding me, right, Mimi? You're kidding me. Steve Dace is on all the time. Right? That's a little joke. Mike Golick. That's a good one. I like these. We're going to go another round here at some point soon. We'll gather these up and go back at it. But I need your support. So I could gather up all your requests. I could go on Twitter myself, send them out. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. But what we need is for you guys to back me up on this. So get on Twitter right now. Check out all the tweets I've sent out. And Uncle Lou does not want Dan Mullen on. Uncle Lou, just imagine me having Dan Mullen on and right out of the gate letting him know that I once ranked him as the, what was it? Maybe the 4th best coach of the SEC. I'm sure that he would be blown away and honored beyond belief, probably speechless for the rest of the interview. I could let him know I had so much confidence in you, Dan, that I ranked you that high among SEC coaches going into the season in which you beat Georgia, played Alabama closer than anyone, almost won the SEC championship. Then I knocked you down after you acted like a buffoon. Well, I don't remember. No, yeah. And then you got fired. Alex Jones. If we're talking about the Alex Jones that I'm thinking of, I would have anyone on this show. Let's put it that way. Oh, Brent Musburger. Love it. Lane Kiffin. We have contacted the Lane train. All right, folks. Yeah. Tebow, yes. Frank Beamer, good one. Cardale Jones. All right. I've had a couple phone calls come in, so we're going to get to those. And appreciate everybody being here. And again, I'm going to send out a poll to find out when you would like to have. There it is, Mimi. Mark and Steve do a great show. I really enjoy when they are on together. It's a good time with Steve Dace. So I'm going to send out a poll. Be looking out for that, please. I'll send it out right now. I'm going to send out a poll to ask, when would you like our live shows to be? So we've got tons of live shows, team-specific live shows. I'm talking about call-in shows. When do you want the call-in shows? We would like to set a summer schedule. You guys are amazing. I don't want to make any special shout-outs about the performance on Twitter, but man, Lewis, Joey, D-Rock, I think you three rose above. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I appreciate everybody's contributions, but you guys were on it. Thank you so much for that. I see another, 20 plus notifications. A lot of good people on there. So again, we will do this again. Let's see what our return is here. And even if we don't get any of these folks on, causing a stir. Sometimes you gotta knock on a lot of doors. I sent out a lot of resume tapes for my first job, and that was pretty standard. They told us in college, they said you're going to have to send out probably 150 resume tapes to get your first job. And maybe I did. It was something like that. All right. Appreciate everybody being here again. Tuesday, 4 Eastern, 5:30, 7 Eastern, USC, Iowa, Nebraska, right here at the Voice of College Football. We'll see you then.